Well, welcome back to Oracle TV, and I'm excited to jump into our next conversation about healthcare with Grace Aglubat, who is the Chief Information Officer for Maxicare. Now, Maxicare is one of the leading healthcare providers for the Philippines, who is leveraging the Oracle AI database to revolutionize how healthcare services are managed to improve outcomes. And that is no small undertaking. And so, Grace, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you so much, Shanna. Good morning, everyone. Good
Yes.
morning for Oracle TV.
Well, we appreciate your time, and I'd love for you to just start where I left off. Expand on what Maxicare is doing, the work you're leading, and how you have gone through this transformation.
Maxicare has been in the Philippines for more than 30 years in the country. We're actually the leading HMO company in the Philippines.
Wow.
So in terms of the market leader, we're actually the top one in the Philippines. So we're both a provider and a payee in that sort of a healthcare space. So we provide healthcare plans, but we're expanding actually more on the insurance also, with the different programs for every individual in the Philippines.
Okay, so when you think about then the work that you're leading, I know you've been through a bit of a transformation. So talk to me about some of the challenges that you have faced that maybe sparked a little more of a focus in data analytics, AI. What were you trying to solve with this transformation that you've been going through?
That's actually a very challenging issues that we've been addressing. What sparked our focus on data and analytics at Maxicare is really a very challenge. And to be honest, I believe this is a very challenging situation in any industries, especially in healthcare space. What we have is actually a very fragmented data across our platforms. And so that limits us on how we fast track and serve our members. In Maxicare, healthcare is very personal. It's deeply personal.
It is deeply personal. We can agree on that.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes. And data spreads across our clinics, our claims, and also different customer touchpoints. And so we don't have a single and real-time journey for our members. So at the end of the day, we step back and we simply ask a very critical questions on how we can fast track or move to that reactive situations,
Right.
from accelerating the needs of our customers and be able to become proactive in their healthcare journey. So that's basically the challenges that we want to address.
And isn't that a challenge in general in healthcare,
That's
to be
correct.
proactive?
That's correct.
And putting the needs of the patient first and creating that, the needs first and still a connection and how you're serving them.
That's correct.
And so then would you say then partnering with Oracle was key in the use of our technologies and helping to solve this problem for you and your operations?
Our journey actually in implementing Oracle started last year. We're actually in the implementation stage. We're actually at our last leg. We have our MVP4. Hopefully we'll
Do
be
I
able...
say congratulations?
I would just say yes, because that's already the critical leg or the last implementation stage of our Oracle implementation. And just to share, we're actually implementing an end-to-end journey, meaning we've implemented Oracle Health Insurance Platform. We also have a revenue and billing Oracle. We also have a financial system. So it's actually full blast Oracle modules and functionalities that we're implementing in Maxicare. So I believe this is the only industry or even in healthcare who were able to implement an end-to-end Oracle, platforms and modules, because I've attended Oracle event for the last 2 years in the US, And some of the healthcare companies were only able to implement like revenue and billing of
Right.
Oracle, financial system. We're actually implementing end to end. So we're hoping that even the clinic management system will be able to, use us as as a POC in the Philippines to be able to implement that in Maxicare. Because across the Philippines, we have around 47 clinics. So we're expanding more, and hopefully we're gonna reach around 200 clinics in the next 2 to 3 years.
Wow. So
Yeah.
you've been implementing it end to end. You have 47 clinics. Is that what you just said?
Yes.
So then have you seen immediate results from that for customers, for operations?
On the operation side, yes, because we've already implemented automation in our pre-approval for the availment of our members. So it actually reduces turnaround time for an approval for an availment. We were able to reduce a lot of manual interventions. So that's only a certain segment of our accounts. But once we fully operationalize our full implementation, that's going to be, not just on our operations, but also in claims and also from our clinic side. So it's really going to have more, automation and improvement in that space.
So final question really quickly. So looking ahead, how is AI going to continue to help shape the future of Maxicare?
Looking ahead, we're seeing AIs to be a transformative role in Maxicare for three phases. First will be more on personalization because we will be able to better understand our members. We will be able to at least provide intervention, early detection of their
Wow.
healthcare problems. We will be able to define new products, new healthcare programs for them. Second will be more on operational and clinical efficiency because AI will be able to support them more on care rather than focusing on administrative burden. So that helps them, fast track their decisions
Sure.
and reduce turnaround time, of course, in the clinics. And lastly is the most exciting part, and this is going to be very fulfilling to me even on the technology side because we will be able to implement or enable preventive care and proactive care. So that would mean that we will no longer be able to just automate, our systems, be able to improve our systems, but we're going to improve lives.
Absolutely.
That's the bottom line.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I share that passion. Preventative and proactive care. Thank you so much for
Thank
your
you
work
so much,
in the
honey.
healthcare industry, and thank you for spending time with us.